I will teach you how to have the most profitable real estate legs to your real estate investment business. If you pay attention, I'll show you and teach you to put the foundational pieces in place to have some of the most profitable real estate legs to your investment business that you can utilize over and over and over in perpetuity forever, that have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with text messaging. I want to paint the picture. What's the problem? What are some typical problems that people have in getting their rhythm in the real estate investment sandbox and running their business well, or growing it? Or if you're just getting started, it really doesn't matter to me. But there's some common themes that come up. So I want to paint that picture. What could be some of the problems that are slowing down the real estate business? And then let's talk about some things that I know you can put in place that most people don't talk about, that'll actually create a rock solid foundation to your business and springboard you into taking over your marketplace. So what are typical things that we get hit with in today's marketplace? And I always tell everybody, I'm like, look, there's lots of stuff out there, Facebook groups, Facebook gurus, YouTube land, and quite frankly, you may have found me there, but there's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of noise. Most of it's the same. Most of it says, hey, follow me. I've closed some real estate deals. Anybody who's closed real estate deals can say that, just like myself, but they usually all funnel back to or fall into some sort of, now follow my specialty thing that I do. And it usually ends up with, hey, get this list, and we make calls to see who wants to sell, and you're supposed to be consistent. And then we're going to do some text messaging because we're sophisticated. Nothing wrong with that stuff, folks. But that's what's out there in the marketplace. And quite frankly, if you network today with 10 other investors, or next week, maybe you go to a real estate meeting, whatever you want to do, network with 10 people and ask them what they're doing with their real estate investment business. And they're probably doing some variation of that, grabbing this list or that list or this list. I sent out some mail, Jason, and now I was told to just call them, see if they're interested, and don't get discouraged by the people that say no, lose my number. How the hell did you get my number? And you text message a million times and that's it. So here's what you can do that's vastly different. I told you, if you pay attention, I'll teach you how to grow some of the most valuable lead sources that your real estate business and company can use in perpetuity for years, forever. So when we attack cities 34 ways for larger companies, okay? The whole premise here is that we don't miss a single deal in the marketplace. So again, we don't miss vacant opportunities. We don't miss code violation opportunities. We don't miss pre-foreclosure opportunities. Those are lead sources that have some sort of motivation, right? And so we don't miss those. But what we do, in addition and or on top of that, that become our best pipelines for closed deals, are that we do something called referral week. Okay, so when we do a build out for clients and we lay the foundation, we lay out what they're going to do week 1. We lay out what they're going to do week 2, week 3, week 4. We stepping them into this, then this, then this, so that they can attack a city 34 ways. But one of the weeks where we step our clients into, hey, here's how we're going to revolutionize your business, we call it referral week. So I hope you're paying attention. People in today's marketplace that digest information like you are right now, digesting this video, they kind of get tunnel vision and do the same thing that everybody else is doing. So what we do is we tell them, hey, let's take a step back. Let's slow down for a second. And we tell them to put on their logical hat. Okay? So I want you to do the same thing right now. Just think logically as a real estate investment company. And you don't even have to be doing real estate. Just logically internalize what I'm saying. And I bet that we'll come to the same conclusion here. So stick with me. On top of all these different ways that you could get a lead, if somebody's going to pre-foreclosure because they missed payments, yeah, you should go after them. But what if you designed part of your business around what we call referral week, meaning this? What if you went after lead sources that became your best friend because they're actually referral sources. Remember 15 years ago when we didn't have 10,000 Facebook groups and Snapchat and Snap this and Snap Crackle Pop and all this other stuff, and you didn't have all that? What do we have? We have referrals. Here's what I mean by that. So when we do a build out for clients, we teach them exactly what type of referral business that we go after. And we track it, by the way. So when we say, hey, set up this referral source, and I'll give you some examples here. Junk removal companies. Shouldn't you, as a responsible, again, real estate investment business owners, whether you're brand new or you've been doing it for 15 years, and quite frankly, I like the ones that have been doing it for 15 years. I just hung up with a gentleman today who does 10 deals a month, spends 20 grand, which most of you getting this video would freak out about. And but he's closing deals, but he's like, man, I'm spending way too much money and it's starting to get saturated. So I had this conversation with him. I'm like, do you have relationships with 4 or 5 junk removal companies in town? They're like, no. I go, what about mold remediation companies? No. I go, do you think you want to lead? What if you created a relationship and you got a third-party referral, which means a referral directly from somebody else to you, where they hand-delivered a homeowner to you in certain referral sandboxes, and you just created a win-win relationship with them? It's what we call setting up co-ops with companies. There's a very deliberate way to do it. Please don't do it wrong, because you usually get one chance. So again, listen to me. What we do is we become best friends with the junk removal companies. Why? I bet you want to lead. Think about this. Your investment real estate business, closing deals. Do you want to lead from a referral source at the same time that homeowner's probably removing junk, and they're probably going to do something with the house? I bet you do. You know why? Because we track all that. We could go after all these lists of vacant people, not for sale. Somebody removing junk probably is doing that for a reason, and that's probably the exact time you want to talk to that homeowner. So instead of you reaching out to them, wouldn't it be 10 times stronger to get a third-party referral? So we teach you how we do that. We teach you how we create co-ops with them. We're not just saying, send me a lead and I might pay you for it. We're not talking, we actually set up co-ops. We help them, and we've got all this stuff done for you, by the way. We help them do marketing. Again, we have all that stuff done. It would literally take you 10 seconds to do. But now they see why they should be working with us. Same thing with a mold remediation company. Here's why. We teach you that they go to give bids. Sometimes they get the bid, sometimes they don't. So we show them, hey, here's multiple ways to make money working with us. And we want to help that homeowner just as badly as you. And we teach them why working with us is a way to grow their business, add more revenue to the business, and it's a smart move. Same thing with title companies. I'm teaching you right now. It's what we call referral week. So we set up what you do, when you do it, how you do it. At the end of referral week, how many new relationships we should have set up. We also teach you, and again, I hope this really sinks in. We also teach you what each relationship should mean to you as far as tracking the metrics, number of closed deals, profitability for that new referral-based relationship. So what's a junk removal company worth to you in a calendar year? We know because we track it. What's a mold remediation company sending you direct referrals of somebody who's got a mold problem? Here's what I also need you to marry your brain to right now. Not all leads, and you might want to write this down, play it back again. Not all leads are created equal. What do I mean by that? When you get a lead from somebody who's got a mold problem, they're ready to go. Fastest conversation to contract. Not, I see where you're at, here's where I'm at, and then I just throw them in my follow-up and just rub a rabbit's foot. Come on, see it my way. Not all lead sources are created equal. You need to create legs of your business that are direct referral sources, but they need to understand why they should be working with you. Here's another one to sprinkle in again, and we lay this out for our clients on Referral Week. We teach you what to do, what to say, and how to do it. Title companies. You understand that the title companies hate deals that fall apart. So why doesn't every title company or title attorney in town know that if they have an investment transaction falling apart, that you might come in and save the deal and get them a transaction? Because they work on, it's the one type of service in the marketplace for real estate that does the work ahead of time, and they don't get paid unless it closes. So they'll find out what the back taxes are, what this is there a payoff on the property, are there any homeowner associations, liens, judgments, whatever. Make sure that title's clean. They do all the work, and when it doesn't close, they don't get paid. Why don't you get those leads? And think about this. If you create the relationship, and it's a very specific way you need to talk to these title companies. If you just walk in as some yahoo, sorry to say it that way, but then you make my life easy, because they're going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You need to talk to them the right way. You need to illustrate to them why you want to work with them and what it would look like to work with you. And then they'll start sending you those leads. And think about this. Since when do you ever get a lead where title work's already done? Title work's already done. And you know with certainty the seller wants to sell 100% of the time. Do you get that? Why do you not have these legs to your business with a direct path? All paths lead back to you, Jason with Allied Property. So we can build out the same thing for you. So again, if you paid attention throughout this, what do you take away from this? There is a world to live in where you can have some of the most profitable legs of your business be a direct referral, cost you $0.0 in your marketing budget, and has nothing to do with managing a list and text messaging until the cows come home and getting a bunch of screw you, not for sale, how'd you get my number, I'm going to turn you into the state, blah, 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 for hitting me up so many times. If that even sounds remotely familiar to you, there is a better way to do this. I'm not saying that you can't close deals by doing those things. You can, but you also live and die by that same sword when that's the only way that you operate and do business. We get referrals every single day while we have freaking coffee with people that are ready to talk to us. These are incoming leads from a third-party referral. It's not just me reaching out to them and they don't know who I am and selling them on my business and why maybe they might want to sell. I don't live in that world. I live in a world where I get a phone call. They're like, such and such told me to call you. Here's what I got going on. I listen. I'm on the phone with the person that has motivation. I present solutions. I close the deal. I rinse and repeat, and I make it mutually beneficial for the title companies, mobile remediation companies, junk remove. There's a specific way to talk to each of these type of companies. And if you can do it the right way, which it's not hard to do, it took years for us to get our rhythm, but you can literally overnight have this referral source that we know equals 8 closings a year. This referral source equals 7 closings a year, no money spent, no monthly marketing budget spent. This one here is 8 to 12 closings per year. Just what I just said to you alone is 20 plus closings a year with real relationships, with third-party referrals. So tell me more about your marketing. Tell me more about the list that 50 other people in your town can buy that same list. And they probably reached out to them yesterday and it's your turn to reach out to them today. There's a better way to do this. So we would love to talk to you. Hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully it's expanding your real estate investment brain. These are vital legs to your business. I live in a world where referral sources are some of our best deals that we ever close, where people want to talk to us and they're happy. So if you don't have a business that's built upon that, then just take a step back, look in the mirror as the CEO and go, am I putting the right things in place to actually run a sustainable business where I actually work with tons of other people in the marketplace and we start to build those relationships, referral sources, pipelines, and closing after closing, and a good reputation in town of a great place to go if you want to have a real estate issue that's solved quickly. This is something that should be a part of your business. Reach out to us for more information. Just go to 2dayblueprint.com. You'll see information, fill out a form, and it's got my calendar. I would love to talk to you, but take this to the bank. There's a better way to do it. See you later.